Ladies and gentlemen, something pretty crazy is happening in crypto right now. For all of you that have not seen it just quite yet, there's some massive liquidity building up at roughly $67,000. And normally that really wouldn't be too crazy until you start realizing just how massive the pressure at 67,000 really is. And whereas beforehand, we had all of our eyes peeled on the $72,000 mark, where still the numbers are pretty staggering. I think it's quite interesting just how quickly this popped up, and again, it's in the billions of dollars, and we all know that price seeks liquidity, so everybody's eyeing for another leg up. Having said that, it's generally speaking been quite boring for Bitcoin. I mean, we've been trading within this range between, like, let's say roughly $60,000 and $72,000 for a couple of months. And yes, we've made a new all-time high in the midst. Yes, we've made some moves, but generally speaking, it's just been sideways. And besides this crazy peak right here back in March, can we really say it's been an exciting time? I don't really think we can. And I'd say a lot of that is also based on the idea that Ethereum is next. We had the Bitcoin halving coming up, but really, in reality, the halving is a start of a supply shock, but as everybody knows it's going to happen. There's no real kicker on the day itself, maybe some slight volatility due to speculation, but for the most part, it really doesn't make too much sense for the price to move heavily around it. Then again, we could bring up the argument that after halving, which happened right around this area, right around these two candles, that it's basically upwards from here. There's a good possibility for that. But I think my earlier thesis also shows itself quite clearly here, which is just always long. And that's kind of funny because I described this in every video, just always long between 59 and 61-ish thousand dollars. The lowest point we got to here is 59.7, and I think my official range that I stated was 59 to 60. But honestly, as I stated during April 13th or 14th, I don't remember exactly where, the whole 61K range is actually also fine. It's slightly suboptimal, and depending on your trade size could be detrimental. However, you should just place orders down lower than for in case it does get triggered, is just to kind of prevent you from not entering a position in these lower levels. And again, if we take a look at the recent past here, this would have been a good opportunity once, twice, a third time, a fourth time, and a fifth time. So you had 5 chances to enter positions. And again, this has basically been the strategy for as long as I can remember. Just look at the trading range, and there are 3 ways to trade this. One is with grid bots, where you basically short your way up. So as the price goes higher, you keep adding to your shorts to basically catch the wave downwards. That's what grid bots can do. It's to have the bot that we've got running, basically the futures martingale bot, where as prices come down lower, you just keep adding to catch yourself only on the way up and not both ways like with grid bots. And again, for grid bots, you basically set a range and it's going to keep longing from the bottom and keep shorting from the top. And since it's doing both and you're trading in a range, you can keep making profit both sides and just close the one whenever it's in profit and vice versa. It's pretty easy and pretty convenient if you are not breaking out like we're doing right here. And you could set the top range at, for example, let's say 83,000 or so. So you're not gonna stop until you've got a confirmation that the price is basically outside of this range. Works beautifully when you're trading sideways like right here. And even if we're gonna seek liquidity at 67,000, for example, yeah, your bots could be good at work. And the reason I'm saying bots is just to make manual trading easier. Every single thing can be done with the hand. All you're doing is opening both positions. And again, as prices come up, you increase your shorts. As prices come down, you increase your longs and you try to take profit on whatever direction it goes. Another way to trade it is just basically buy heavy whenever it gets to 59, 60,000 and just keep up with that strategy and not fail to do so. People keep telling me, oh, I wish I bought. We had multiple chances. I've not made videos in the meantime because there's literally nothing to do. Don't overcomplicate these things. It's very easy to just overtrade and think too much about it. The strategy was buy at 59, 60,000. There's no update because there's nothing else to do except for just wait to that zone and keep buying. I can make 1,000 videos, keep saying, oh, we can actually open a long here. And you can. We could even open a long on Ethereum because most metrics are showing that this is a pretty good time for a massive rally. This is on ETH versus Bitcoin. But real talk, if Bitcoin comes down another $4,000 or so, I'm just opening more long positions. With, again, the occasional worry it's going to go all the way down to 50. But we're prepared for that because I do not believe there's any chance we're ever going below 40. But I don't think we're going to go to 50 either. I'm just saying that's like the baseline for the bull market. And so all I'm doing here is filling up that time. Open your longs. You might say, oh, when to sell, when to cash out, whenever you want. It doesn't matter. The most important part is getting yourself a good entry. The exit is the easy part. It's hard to lose as long as you're consistent enough. And as I stated in the bull market, if you're selling at a loss, you're probably shorting or you're just scared you didn't know what you're doing up front. And to that, all I can say as well, once more, I'm not your financial advisor, but it's pretty simple to see here where you should be buying and where you should be selling. However, if you don't like to keep your positions open for all the way towards like the 70 whatever K mark, it's easy to sell whatever. You know, you can sell at 63, 64, 65, 66. You pick a number, go crazy. All we care about is just buying at these lower points. Buying right here, for example, it's still actually quite plausible. As I just stated, there's a good chance that this was just the low of the Bitcoin halving, and it's basically a slow ride, but a slow upwards from here. There's a very good chance we're going to look like this. Many of my friends have opened some massive long positions, even at these levels, at the 62 point something K mark, but then you're risking a little bit more. 59, 60,000, go hard or go home is my personal thesis, my personal plan. That's what we've been doing for months now, and it keeps working. Again, if you're looking for a crypto exchange to trade on, I've got some links down below to the exchanges I personally use with some massive deposit bonuses. And again, I really want to put some intricate thesis down here for you, but it's just very, very simple. It's literally possible to print millions just doing this one simple thing. And many will look at this and think, oh, it's too simple. Can't be that. It is that simple. People are literally retiring off of this one move that I'm telling you right now. It's as simple as that. But anyway, I just wanted to quickly point out that there's billions on the line right here at 67,000, which is massive. There's slightly crazier numbers above that at like 72,000 or so, but we've not seen that in like 2 weeks or so. The $67,000 mark we've seen even this week still. So get ready for another massive move. It seems to be looming around the corner. And I'm basically saying that for all the people that actually did buy in when we were all buying in. If you didn't, yeah, it's getting a little bit scary to buy at these levels. This right now seems like a nice bouncing move if we look at the past here a little bit. I mean, the last time we got to these prices, there was also a pretty juicy rise over the next few weeks or so. So if we copy that over, basically replicate this move over again, could be pretty juicy. No guarantees, just wanted to quickly bring it to y'all's attention. If we go back down 59, 60K, I'll be going massive again. In the meantime though, the majority of people I've spoken to think that this is going to be another massive leg up. The guarantees are not there though. This is mostly for the people that did enter when I made a video, I think a week or two ago, talking about where I'm going to be buying. Again, the bot strategy is still in play for both of them. I'll be uploading a video tutorial soon. The reason I haven't done it yet though is because they're so simple, and I did explain the bot settings throughout. But yeah, if you guys want more daily updates, just smash that like button. It's possible, but I'm not a person that likes to spend too many words saying nothing, when in reality, the thesis is so simple for the highest likelihood of just crazy gains over the next few weeks.